Good morning, everyone. Today we're continuing our Massology series where we learn about why we do what we do and why we say what we say at the Mass. Today we are at the Psalms, and the scripture readings today are so good for this. What we hear over and over in the Psalms is these deep, intense emotions. They're most of which written by King David, so oftentimes it's him literally writing about what he's experiencing in his own life. At times you can see the scenes playing out and kind of know what it is he's talking about. There's other psalms in there too, written by others, but many of these have come from King David himself. This emotion, this feeling is a great thing for the Mass because it certainly meets us where we're at. It's very human, these scripture readings from our psalms. Maybe we're not feeling that emotion, but certainly somebody probably gathered right here with us is, or at least, if not, in the rest of the church. It gives us something to pray about and reflect on for the day. The responsorial part of it, though, right, responsorial psalm, is not really so much to do with the fact that we're saying things out loud. It's rather that it's responding to the first reading. The first reading has given us some word from God, and the psalm helps us then reflect a little bit more on some of the themes that have appeared. The church has set all of the readings, all of the scripture we hear, to point us to something each weekend, prayed about, thought about, and picked for specific reasons. That psalm helps us make sense of what it is we're hearing in the reading and helps prepare us too for what we will hear in the gospel. Jesus himself, even in his last moments, was praying the psalms. Shows how good they very much are. In Psalm 22, right, my God, why have you abandoned me? Jesus was praying at that moment, a psalm that was very well known to the people at that time, one of great difficulty, but if we follow that psalm all the way to the end, we see that it's actually great hope that God is going to do something amazing. All of these psalms will lead us to a deeper understanding of ourselves, of our neighbor, of what it is God has in store for us at the Mass. There's many more good things that happen at the Mass, but we'll talk about those soon.